So the life of an entrepreneur and building something from scratch on your own terms can be one of the most exciting and fulfilling things in life. But it's also scary as hell. It's actually really scary. And we're in a time now where there's a lot of uncertainty about the future, more so than in normal times. The economy, the changes with consumer spending habits, changes on the platforms that we sell on like Amazon FBA. And this can put us into a fight or flight mode where we have fear, we have uncertainty, and we frankly question ourselves. In this video, I'm going to talk about strategies that I've found that have helped overcome that, and hopefully you can too. Let's go. So I'm going to start this video off a little differently than normal with an analogous story. So there's this dude that's fumbling around on his porch. He's looking at his trees. He's looking everywhere outside his house. Neighbor comes over. He's like, "Hey man, what's going on? You need to have something?" He's like, "Yeah, I've lost my keys. I can't for the life of me find them." So the neighbor's like, "I got some time. I'll help you out." So the neighbor's there helping him look, rummage through outside the house. They go around to the garage. They come back to the front. After a couple minutes, 5 minutes or so, the neighbor says to him, he says, "Hey, let's just take a minute here. Can you think about the last time you saw your keys?" So the guy sits there and he's like, "You know what? I think they're inside the house." And the neighbor's like, "All right, well, why are we looking outside the house? Let's go inside and solve this problem and find the keys." And this analogy is important because oftentimes when we feel afraid, when we feel angry, when we feel uncertain about the future, when we're scared about our business, when we're scared about our life, we oftentimes look outside at the externalities, and that makes it worse. This isn't going to be a neuroscience lesson, but there's something in the brain called an amygdala. And when you're scared, when you're angry, when those emotions surface, they call it an amygdala hijack, where basically we're trained to be fight or flight, where we lock up and we get into survival mode. And anytime those externalities happen and we think about unknowns of the future, we think about things outside of our control, that amygdala hijack happens and it's almost impossible to make the right decision. Think about your own life, right? When you've been scared, when you've been pissed off, did you make a good decision about your business? Did you send a good email after you were fired up? Did you calmly make a decision based on information in front of you that would lead you down the right path? The answer is probably not. So as entrepreneurs, we always live in uncertain times, even if externalities are good or bad. When there's externalities you see on the news, you see about the economy, you see about Amazon getting harder, you see other people in your peer group getting nervous and scared, it's naturally to take those externalities, absorb them, and it locks you up and it changes your perspective and it creates sensations of fear and lack. And when you come from that place, it's really, really damn hard to successfully grow a business and make the right decisions. So when this happens for me, and it's happened quite a bit here over the last 2-3 months, looking at my own future, my own life, my own businesses, and I found myself creeping into thinking about those externalities. And when that happens, the predictable happens. I feel like crap, I feel nervous, I feel scared, I don't feel positive about the future. But when you catch yourself going into that mode, pause, reflect, take a deep breath, and think about the things within your control. There's so much power, there's so much calm, there's so much excitement that comes when you focus on the things within your universe and within the things that you can control, both with yourself and your business. So you can't control Amazon fees changing. You can't control what the current political environment or leadership is going to do. You can't control inflation. You can't control consumer spending. But you can direct the energy you have in a positive way inwards, assess what you need to get right, and the things within your business that you need to get right. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but there's been moments in my life, in my business journey, where I've needed to hear it. So I hope it struck a chord with somebody out there. Stay positive about the future. Focus on you. Focus on your business. And no matter what's happening around you, good, bad, or indifferent, you can find success, you can find happiness, you can find positivity, and you can find excitement about the future. Hope you guys have an awesome week. Kick it off right. We'll see you next week when we're going to do some more deep dive Amazon FBA and e-com content. Cheers.